Hey, how's everybody doing? It is your buddy Fern here from Overdog. I just wanted to check in with you because we're just about finished with Q1 of 2025, and I just wanted to see how you're doing. All right, this is a perfect time to take a little stock in how things are going. Kind of, I'm sure you set some big goals in the beginning of the year, and 3 months now has gone by. A lot can happen in 3 months. So it's a good time to kind of assess, okay, are the goals that we set still relevant? How did we do the first quarter, the first 3 months of the year? And then do we have to make any adjustments and pivots for the last 3 quarters of 2025? All right, so whatever your process is, I am kind of a old school pen and paper type of guy. So I sit down, I'm going to be doing this later on today or tomorrow, where I'm going to be kind of going over kind of look over what I said my goals were for 2025, kind of see what the quarter goals were, how did I do, and I can tell you right now, I had some curveballs happen over this 3 months that caused me to reevaluate and change my goals for the year. So that can happen as well. So if you find out now, you're like, you know what, the goals that I made at the beginning of the year, for probably a lot of reasons, may not be relevant, or we might need to shift or pivot because other things that you didn't plan on happen and stuff. Now's the time to kind of, refocus, set those new goals. All right, so now this is now the goal for the end of the year. And that happens often. I find most of the time when I set these goals in the beginning of the year, because a lot of stuff can happen that's unpredictable, you do have to make adjustments a lot. And I think it was last year, same thing happened where I set goals, first quarter happened, a lot of unpredictable things went on, and I had to reassess, set new goals, and then those goals I pretty much accomplished to like the number and like perfectly for the new year. But I needed to reassess, all right, kind of see where you're going. And I think you need to do that every quarter. So I want you to do that. Find some time, assess what's going on, figure out what you need to do this next 3 months. I like really set these goals for the next 90 days, and what is it going to be like, what you're going to do. All right, we need to figure out what are the action steps that's going to make your goals a reality. So that's the first thing I want you to think about and start doing. So just some things that have been working well, we've seen with our clients at Overdog. The beginning of the year, we focus heavily on lead generation, specifically for daycare. So we've been doing that. We don't run a lot of Facebook ads, which always do good at this time of year. I think it's just a good time of year where people are ready to try new things and stuff. So we're getting new clients into daycare. Ads still did pretty good, but not probably as good as it has in previous years. And I think that's kind of indication of the economy. In general, we've seen numbers down for, I would say, about 80% of our clients. I've seen kind of their daycare numbers down a little bit. So again, these are adjustments that need to be made. If that's happening, what are the other things we can do to bring in more revenue, to take better care of our customers? But we still don't stop on running ads and doing lead generation. We still do it. So our benchmarks are a little different, and we try to, but it's still bringing new people in the door, which is good. So we've been focusing a lot of that over the last 3 months. That's been lead generation has been pretty heavily. We're switching a little bit. We still do that, but we're switching a little bit now to some engagement and branding. You can't forget about that. So we're now switching over a lot of our clients to some for the next few weeks branding and engagement campaign to make touch points, warm people up, and then get people kind of ready for our next offer that we'll run. So we've kind of seen on the Google side of things, just to kind of, I like to kind of show you what we're doing, kind of give you a window into kind of the way we operate and what we're seeing results for the daycare and boarding business clients that we're working with. So on the Google side of things, we've pretty much abandoned pay-per-click. All right, we're not running pay-per-click at all for any of them, for any of our clients on Google. What we found with pay-per-click is it is very expensive. It's very competitive, tends to be very competitive, and it's a little messier to track because it's not like you have an e-commerce business where someone could click on the ad and then make a purchase and you could say, yes, this purchase was attributed to this click. because often they're going to click, they're going to look at your website, they're going to look at some information, and they're not going to convert to way down the line. So it's a little, you have to have some really good tracking in place to be able to figure a lot of that out. And also, it's anybody can click those ads, and they may not be really high quality leads. So we're not running pay-per-click at all. What we are focusing on is we found that local service ads, which is a different type of ads where you pay per lead, not per click. And the reason we like local service ads is that they show up at the top of Google before the pay-per-click, before the organic, before everything. So you get sent right up to the top of Google, and there's not a lot of competition for these because these are new. They're only maybe like a year and a half old, so not a lot of people do them. So it's easy to show up right at the top of Google, and you only pay per lead. So it doesn't matter who clicks it. It's all about who calls you, right? So it's really good to see. It's really easy to see the ROI, and we're getting really good qualified leads for about $20 on average for most of our clients. Some a little better, some a little higher, but that's kind of the average, which is a great, because it's much more it's a much more quality lead than it is on Facebook. Facebook's a little more cold traffic. These are people reaching out to you. Much more higher conversion metrics on that. Facebook ads to cold traffic, we usually see about a 20% conversion rate, whereas here we're looking at a 60 to 70% conversion rate. So really more impactful. So we're seeing that combination is working really, really well for our clients. There was a sad note that a lot of you guys have seen. Unfortunately, our good friend Philip Paris, the consultant that a lot of our clients were working with and stuff, he had an unexpected heart attack at the end of February and actually passed away not long ago. And I'm still kind of coming to terms with it. He was a good friend of mine. I'm going to miss him so much, and it's just so sad and so tragic and unexpected. You know, I remember I always look forward to going to the conferences. We would have dinner, and my best memory of Philip is his sense of humor, and he would have me doubled over in laughter for pretty much the entire time that I was with him. Such a good sense of humor and just a good guy. And I think the pet industry is going to sorely miss him because he provided such valuable content. So my thoughts and prayers go to his family, who were really devastated by this news, and I'm going to miss him a lot. So unfortunately, it's kind of a tough end to the quarter there with that happening. On more positive notes, I don't like to dwell on that negative too much. Unfortunately, that happened. Again, it's just also a wake-up call for us. Anything can happen at any time. So really be present and live today. Like really get everything you can of today, this right now. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, tomorrow, whatever. So just enjoy every day. Be epic all the time. And that brings me to the book. So as you guys know, I've been telling you guys this book is now out, Epic Pet Business. I'm super excited for you to have this in your hands. It came out in the middle of March, and I've been getting some really cool reviews. I love when you guys post pictures of you guys in the book, and the reviews coming in. I really appreciate all you guys who have read the book and left me reviews on Amazon and messaged me. I'm just so happy that you've really found value in the book. And so if you don't have it, go over to Amazon and check it out. I really tried to make this a resource. It's divided into parts, so it's structured so you can jump around. There's a part about you, the owner. There's a part about your staff. There's a part about your services, your brand, your marketing, your business processes, all so that you can just find out how you're going to make your business better and give you different ideas. It's designed to be your resource that you can refer to again and again and again to move forward. It's a big book. It's like 500 pages, so I wouldn't recommend that you try to implement everything at once. Just pick one or two things, implement them, then come back to the book, figure out what the next step is to building your epic pet business, and then keep moving on from there. All right, so go check it out. If you don't have it, go over to Amazon and just, let me know those reviews. I want to send those reviews and go to Amazon. Thank you for you guys who have done that. But it's been pretty cool. Okay, other thing I've been doing a lot of experimentation with is AI. There is a podcast about AI coming out this week, probably tomorrow, if you're on Tuesday. So I did a whole, but it's probably going to be one of many, because the thing about AI is this is just the beginning. We've only scratched the surface, and it is changing so rapidly that I feel like that's why I was reluctant to do this podcast. I've had this in my, I've wanted to do a podcast on AI for a while, but I've been reluctant because it's changing so rapidly. I feel like as soon as I put something out, it's almost outdated. We got new stuff. But it's really cool. So I've been doing a lot of experimentation on all areas of AI. This past weekend, I went deep on some of the stuff you can do with images and the visuals and stuff, which is mind-boggling. So it's really, really cool. The three things I think I'm most excited about right now is, number one is AI agents. So I use ChatGPT, but you can use Claude, you can use, I think, Gemini is the Google one. There's a whole bunch of resources. There's no shortage of AI tools for you. I personally use ChatGPT, but if you have the paid version, you can create agents, custom GPTs they call them, and they're for frequent tasks that you do. And it's really a way to systemize doing the things you do regularly, so quick and so powerful. It really is good. It's a really good way to leverage your time to help you create things at a little bit quicker speed, and the quality is really good too. So again, I'm going to talk more about that in the future. I'm also excited about AI receptionists. So you guys have probably been hearing a lot about this. I've been working on this for the last 3 months with our team internally. We've got 2 of our clients or kind of our guinea pigs and letting us experiment, and we've just about tested and ready to launch those ones because we've tested them. We have to train it and kind of go back and forth a little bit. So it's pretty good. It's still very new. So what you have to understand is it's not perfect, but I'm telling you, it's going to get really, really good very quickly. The technology, again, is changing very rapidly. But for me, the AI receptionist is really designed for people who either do... Let me just start off. It does not replace a real person. A real quality trained receptionist. Okay, those are the 2 caveats. Quality and trained. All right, so we'll never replace that. That is the best. Okay, not everyone has that. Not everyone has the budget for that. Not everyone has the personnel for that. So if you have random people answering the phones, or if it's your front desk and there's people being checked in and it's a bad user experience and stuff, dogs barking, people trying to multitask, or it's whoever happens to be around the desk and it's some 20-year-old who isn't really trained or understands how to give all this information or sell properly. Or what about after hours? What happens when you close your doors and your receptionist goes home? What if someone calls then? Most people are working during the day. The time they have to call will be when you're not around. How do they get the information they need? How can they book things that they want to book? That's where I'm so excited about this. So I think you're going to be able to generate so much more leads just because of the off hours and stuff. So I'm super excited about it. We're just about to go live with it with our clients. If you are interested in this, just put a note in the comments, say I'm interested in AI in the comments, and I'll reach out to you, and we'll get you on our wait list to kind of roll this out. So we're going to start rolling this out with our existing clients, and then we're going to make it available to you. That should be available to you in April. Okay, so if you're interested, you want to be one of the first ones on there, we could talk about it, make sure it's a right fit for you, but it's going to be super affordable because it's a brand new service that we're offering. We're going to start it lower than we're originally going to have the price point. So anybody who comes in early on and wants to help us troubleshoot it and work on it, you're going to get a discount on it. But it's exciting stuff. And the other thing, AI, the images I'm just starting to really dip into. I spent all weekend on it, and it just has me giddy because it's just so fun. But I'm going to have some training on that eventually. I'm going to have a webinar coming out in April that is going to be all about AI and how you can utilize it in your pet industry, in your pet business. All right, so keep a lookout for that. Some other cool things coming up in April is we are 1 week away from the Overdog Business Retreat in Arizona. To say I'm excited is a massive understatement. It is just so, it's just going to be so great. I'm just so excited for it. So for those of you coming, there's 20 of you. It's sold out. It's going to be awesome. I will see you in Arizona. We're going to dive deep in your business. We're going to clear your mind and really get you so psyched up for the rest of this year of what you can do. So it's pretty cool. Another big milestone that's happening in April is the podcast. The Overdog podcast is going to hit our 200th episode. Can't believe it. I've been doing this for years now, and it's just amazing. So if you have any ideas of what you think I should do for the 200th episode, by the time this video airs, I may even have that done. But, give me some ideas of what we can do from 200 and on. But I'm excited about it. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast. I really love that you enjoy all this stuff. So let's see what else I have. Also, another big thing coming in April. I'm going to be doing a special masterclass, a 4-week masterclass with Kelly Dodds of Perfect Pooch. And this is going to be specifically for pet resort managers. So you guys who are owners, you want your managers to level up and do a much better job, have much more understanding on how to not only take care of the customers, but take care of the rest of the staff, how to work better with you. This is going to be perfect for you. So it's going to be small. We're not going to have it's going to be a small class. Maybe I think we said like 10 to 20 people. So if you're interested in that, keep a lookout. It's going to start in the beginning of, in the mid-April. It's going to go for 4 weeks. It's going to be live. Kelly's going to be doing live Q&A, but I'm excited about it because it's one of the only ones I've seen. There's plenty of stuff for owners, but this is specifically for managers. All right, I think it's a hole in the market that hasn't been met, and I'm so happy Kelly's going to be doing it. A lot of you guys know Kelly. She's been on the podcast. She's one of our longtime clients at Overdog. She's going to do some great stuff. She's got some really cool stuff coming up. But this is going to be just a really good way to get your managers to really understand how to do their job better, and it's going to be great. Owners, I think if you want to sit on in that class, I think it would be great for you too. But it's really designed for the managers. But I think owners will benefit a lot of it. Benefit from a lot of it as well. All right, so stay tuned to that. Let me see if anything else on my notes here I want to tell you about. I know this is running a little longer than I usually wanted to, but I just had so much to tell you. I'm so excited. All right, I think that's it. Okay, so I want you to really make this the most epic quarter coming up. All right, so I want you to really take everything we've learned from the first quarter of this year, assess and adjust and adapt, and then let's tackle and make the second quarter of 2025 truly epic. All right? You have to be intentional about that stuff. It does not happen by accident. You've got to make it happen. All right, that's it for now. I really look forward to everything that's going to come up, all the fun stuff we have coming up in April and beyond. Have an epic day, have an epic month, and have an epic quarter. I will see you soon. Thank you so much, guys.